Hey everybody, have you ever thought about throwing the heads of your enemies at your enemies? Well, think no more because we're going to be talking about the Britons on the battlefield. Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome to the custom battle screen for Britannia here. Today, it's the day of the head hurlers. And so we're gonna start over with the peasants. So we have barbarian peasants, 1 attack, 4 defense, 1 charge. But they have combat bonus in woods or snow. So we got 3 attack and 6 defense on wooded or snowy areas, which is amazing. So these peasants can easily be the best peasants in the game if, or provided, they are on that kind of terrain. Right up there with the Egyptian peasants, okay? That's it. But again, you're probably not going to be using them on the battlefield. Then we have the Warband. The Warband is a 241 men unit. They have 7 attack, 10 defense, 4 charge. And again, you know, all of these units have the combat bonus in woods or snow, so we're not going to be talking about that, but they can go up to 9, 12, and with the Warcry they can go up to 11, 12. Making them a really good unit, okay, especially if they have the company of course, the druids. The druids have high attack, high defense, or a good amount of defense, let's just say that, but their chanting inspires their units around them, so they have a morale buff to all friendly units nearby. And this is amazing, okay, because you can actually make warbands viable mid-game, for example, by having druids support them, or a unit of druids support them. They have excellent morale, they are well armored, they have very good stamina. These are also frightening units to fight, especially if they are fighting against missile units and things like that. They have just 64 men in their unit, which makes them a little bit weak against any other kinds of infantry, but against missiles, yeah, sure. And they will hold against infantry as well, of course, because of their great stats and their excellent morale. So, and they'll do damage as well, okay? I'm just saying that because they have a lower amount of men, their chance of winning is already lower like that. Then we have the woad warriors. The woad warriors are flanking units. Like, this is their main role, it's to flank. They are fast moving, they have good stamina, they have good morale. That's it. So they have 13 attack, 4 defense, 5 charge. These guys, because of their low defense and low armor, what they're good at is going into the flanks, flanking the enemy unit, and attacking on the back and dishing a huge amount of damage because they have high attack. Alright, one thing that you need to know about this roster is that they have the charging without orders on all infantries. Alright, and actually chariots as well. So yeah, that's definitely a downside, but you might actually want that. So keep your woad warriors in the back if you want them to flank. Don't leave them near the front line because they might charge without orders. Then we have the swordsmen. The swordsmen are pretty much a mainline unit. 10 attack, 12 defense, 4 charge. They have decent defense, they have good attack. They can do the Warcry as well as many other units on this roster. The Warcry will improve +2 attack, and I mean just +2 on attack. And these guys are good as a frontline unit. They will dish out some damage, they will take some damage, but they will be able to hold because they have good morale. Then we go for the chosen swordsman. It's the natural evolution of the swordsman. They have 13 attack. This is already a good high attack unit, and they have 17 defense, which is amazing. So they don't have a trade-off right there, you know. So they attack well and they defend well, and that is amazing. They can do the Warcry for 15 attack, 19 defense, which is awesome if they're fighting in the woods or snow on top of that. Wait, my bad. For 15 attack, 17 defense, and if they're fighting in the woods, they can go for 17 attack and 19 defense, making them one of the strongest units in the game if they are under all of those conditions, okay? Then they have excellent morale, which is always good to have. Good stamina, well armored. So these guys are gonna be your main infantry, right? Your main infantry line, and then you're probably gonna have some wood warriors on the flanks. And some druids to help out, maybe some warbands on the flanks as well, just so you can save, you know, keep yourself safe from cavalry. Then we go for the missiles. We have the slingers. These are the stock slingers. So yeah, let's not really talk much about them. They are slingers. Then we have the head hurlers. Head hurlers are a pretty good unit. They have 12 attack, 17 missile attack. That's insanely high. Then they have 6 charge. So these guys will throw the heads of their enemies, and then they can do the job of the woad warrior, despite not doing it so well, which is flanking. However, the 17 missile attack means they are actually effective against armor. So if you're fighting against armored units, just throw the heads at them, and they actually, I think, do a debuff into morale of the units they are throwing heads at. So these guys are actually awesome, like debuff, buff. So the Brits actually awesome with the head hurlers. I love this unit. It's a great unit to have, and they do a ton of damage. So definitely, when you have access to the head hurlers, just recruit them because they are great. Then we have the warhounds. They are just pretty great at going, you know, to bite cavalry's hooves or something like that, because, you know, every time I get charged by warhounds, my cavalry has trouble dealing with that, especially the lower armored one. Then we have the British heavy chariots. They have 3 hit points, 13 attack, 1 defense, 7 charge. Again, these guys are pretty decent. They are good. They are a good unit. They will be good against cavalry, of course, you know, because that's just something that chariots are good at in Rome 1. And they will be great at charging the back of enemy infantry. So definitely, this is a great unit to have. Then we have the Barbarian Warlord, which is pretty much a British heavy chariot, but with 2 more hit points. So there's not much to talk about them. Then we have the British Light Chariots. These guys are the archer chariots of the British. They have 10 attack, 10 missile attack, which is really good. 10 missile attack is really good on a chariot unit, okay? 2 hit points, 1 defense, 6 charge. These guys, they are pretty much the same as the British heavy chariot, but they fire arrows and they have less hit points and they have a little bit less stats. So you want to take them out of melee. You don't want them to be in melee. You just have to charge them, charge the enemy's backs with them when you have this discharge all your ammo. And finally, we have the only cavalry unit in this roster, which is the Barbarian Cavalry Mercenaries. 8 attack, 10 defense, 7 charge. This is a good early game cavalry unit. Sure, they don't have good morale, so you need to watch out for that. No good morale is bad, all right? However, if they are used to charge the enemy backs, then you're gonna have a good time with the Britons. Right. So what is the tier for the Britons? So I think they have a pretty good army, because they have units that are really good at flanking. They have units that are really good at holding. They are units that are really good against armor, you know, throwing weapons at armor. That's really good. And they have the chariots that can fight cavalry, especially non-armored cavalry. So if they're fighting against Parthia, they would probably do bad, but then Parthia is Parthia, right? But the thing is, guys, that the Brits actually have a very, very decent roster here, with a unit of buff, a unit of debuff, a big spear unit that can become really good through, you know, on location and with the war cry. So I believe they are a good faction. I don't think they are an awesome faction. I don't think they are a great faction. I think they are a good faction. And that is why, guys, the tier I've selected for the Britons is the B tier. They're not A, they're not S, they are just B. They can be really good if you fight well with the chariots, and if you bring some chosen swordsmen with woad warriors on the flanks, and then you just put some warbands as well on the flanks. Just bring a couple of druids and that's it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Mr. Turd. And I'm gonna be back maybe tomorrow with the video about the campaign. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you disagree with this, please leave a comment, man. I am pretty chill with this, and if you guys make a good point, I will pin it. And I will make a correction, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.